This could be a little controversial, but you could be wasting your money if you're doing this when you're buying a home. Have you ever heard that rules that you absolutely must put 20% down when buying a home? It sounds like a smart financial advice, except this is largely a narrative pushed by traditional banks to minimize their risk while eating up your cash reserves. Back in the day, this was the gold standard because lending was rigid. But in 2026, tying up every dollar you own into a house is actually a massive strategic mistake. Prior to the recent shift in the market, people thought paying PMI was throwing money away. The kicker is, private mortgage insurance is actually incredibly cheap right now if you have a decent credit score. It's basically a small fee that allows you to keep six figures in your pocket instead of locking in the walls of a house that you can't easily access. So here are the two things to do instead. First, consider putting down 3 to 5% and keeping the rest of the cash in a high yield index or offset account. If you compare the cost of the PMI versus the 8 to 10% return you can get on the liquidity elsewhere, you are literally losing money by choosing the 20% down payment. Most people don't realize that keeping the cash liquid is actually your real safety net, not the equity. Second is to look for lender-paid mortgage insurance options, meaning instead of a monthly fee, you take a slightly higher interest rates or one-time buyout. Because the math on the real estate has changed. The 20% rule is just a bracket that lenders use to make their own profile safer, while it actually makes you more financially vulnerable if the market shifts.